Okay, so on to the next track in semis, the Amplified Rock Saga series, man. The series is now heating up. It's heating up properly, man. This is going to be a sick playlist today that you guys are going to listen to. And this is just the latter part of the series. The former part was dropped on Friday. And you guys can go right to the beginning and watch from there. If you're only joining us now, I suggest you actually do that. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. This is also Alter Bridge. Everything's Alter Bridge in Tremonti. But this one over here is called Island of Fools. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we've got over here. Sorry, I am sitting sideways because I have to. But let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got. Expect it to go that heavy afterwards. That build up was so sick, and then it just went so heavy. I don't mind it, but I didn't expect that. Just save yourself. There is no one else. No one is coming to save you. No one gives a fuck about your excuses. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. If you don't save yourself, no one is coming to save you. And that's what I liked about what he actually said in the beginning part over there. If I can actually remember what he said over there. Oh my God. Seriously, memory of a goldfish. And it was a line that I was actually really wanting to talk about. Wait a second. Let's just go back again. God. Shatter the illusions of the world that you believed in long ago, right? Because we're adapting, we're consistently evolving, right? So if you actually think about your life, if I think about my life, like the views I had when I was in my 20s are not the views I have now. I mean, some of them may be, right? But they've evolved massively. Like with as you grow up, you get wiser, you experience more, you go through life's trials and tribulations, and through trial and error, you acquire a lot of knowledge and you acquire a lot of wisdom. So your perspectives change, the way you look at the world changes, the way you look at yourself changes, right? And you kind of, if not get off that island, you at least expand the territory of your island, right? Towards your greater horizon. God, that just sounds so philosophical. I must write that down. Anyway, but that's what actually happens as you grow. So you see, you learn from your mistakes, you look at the world differently, and you try to sort of dissect everything, and then you look for truths as you get older. You're not so stuck in just this sort of like one-dimensional mentality, just because it's good to get along with people and to not rock the boat too much and to just follow along with society, essentially. And then when we do that, right, when we've got a set mentality where we literally don't look at every aspect and we don't engage with many different people and get different levels of dissent and take in different perspectives and look at the world objectively, what actually lands up happening is you land up creating a very small island for yourself that you just stuck there, and you feel lost. You feel like, I don't know why I'm lost, but maybe it's because of your rigid mindset. Maybe it's the fact that, you're not looking outside of yourself. So you're creating this island and you're too afraid to actually swim out, to learn something else, to find greater horizons. You don't want to do that because you feel that your island is everything. It is the truth and no one can shatter that. And you stay on your island. Right? And you stay on, that's why I like the actual title of the song, where it's like Island of Fools. It's like we stay on our island of fools. Like we don't decide to swim out because firstly it's inconvenient to swim out, or it's too hard to swim out, or you're too stubborn to swim out, or you've got too much pride and too much ego to swim out. So you just stay in that little piece of land, never having discovered anything because, you stuck to your own set way of thinking. That always needs to adapt, always need to evolve. And the only way you do that is not to cut yourself out from different pieces of information, cut yourself out from the world and stick to one narrative. You need to consistently explore, consistently dig. And that's the thing. And that's something that a lot of people aren't doing today. We're not doing that today as a society. What we're doing today is like, I'm stuck in my pigeonhole and this is my tribe. And regardless of what my tribe does, I'm going to lionize these people. I'm going to lionize these leaders. I'm going to lionize these celebrities. And I am fucking loyal to and people don't even understand what loyalty even means. Loyalty is you're loyal for as long as the person that you trust does not do something wrong. Like when they do something wrong, you can remain loyal, but you call them out for it and you say what you've done is wrong. But today's society, we don't have that. We don't do that anymore. Today's society is your side can do heinous things. Your side can be completely dead wrong and you'll defend it and defend it and defend it to the hilt, and you will stay on your island of fools. You know what I mean? The first thing you do in your life and in your whatever part or whatever sphere, whatever sector of society you choose to be in, from a political standpoint, whether it be Democratic, Republican, blue, red, it doesn't actually matter. But the first thing you do is you make sure that your house is in order. The first thing you do before casting stones, make sure your house isn't made of glass. That's the first thing you do. But we don't do that today. Today we're casting stones and our houses are made of glass. You know what I mean? We think we're greater than other people. We think that we're all righteous and virtuous, and we all self-aggrandizing while we're the most flawed. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, carry on. You can't let go. Nothing sacred can survive. You reach the end of borrowed time, but you must try. Just save yourself. There is nothing to hide but the truth. There's no one else here beside you. Please save yourself, 'cause you don't have a moment to lose. Yeah, time will tell if you're meant to survive on your own. Yeah, the world's got the natural order has got a great way of showing you whether you can survive on your own or can't survive on your own. It's going to give you that message very, very well. Do you know what I mean? And it reminds me of a quote by Robert Frost where he said, he says a liberal, and he's talking about today's liberal. There's nothing wrong with I would actually rephrase that quote essentially, because there's liberals and then there's leftists, like radical leftists, right? But I'd rephrase that quote to like a radical leftist. But it's taking it like the liberal ideology of today, which is like hyper progressive to the point of absolute insanity. And his quote over there, he says, is a liberal is a person so broad-minded that he won't even take his own side in a quarrel. You know what I mean? And I think that it's such a great saying, such a pertinent saying to today's day and age, where it's like, we're willing to give up our own traditions. We're willing to give us everything for just ridiculous ideology. Like, no, we just give it up. It's like, okay, but everything people work for your own society is going to be lost. Like all the conveniences that you take for granted, everything is going to be lost. All the work that is done over centuries, that's going to be lost. And they're happy to lose it. Like the people are happy to lose that. It's like, no, we don't want it. What are you talking about? Like they start talking about back in the day. Jesus, if you're going to judge people today by yesterday's standards, right, then everybody in the world and everyone in existence who's ever existed, right, needs to be cancelled. Everyone, absolutely everybody, from every skin color, creed, from every religion, everybody needs to be cancelled because atrocities happened and conquering happened, and that's the way the world worked back in the day. That is how it worked. To feel guilty about it now, when society has progressed to a point where it is fairer, where it is more progressive. I'm not saying it's perfect. Right? There are things that can still change or whatever, but at least be cognizant of the fact, and we're always working towards it. Right? We've never lived in a better world ever than right now. The world we live in right now is the best world we've ever managed to put together. It's the fairest world we've ever managed to put together. Do you know what I mean? And we're still working to improve that. Still. Right? But to sit there and say, well, no, I'm going to give up on everything. I'm going to give up on my tradition. I'm going to give up on my history. I'm going to give up on my culture. I'm going to give up on my nationalism. I'm going to give up on all of it. I'm going to just give it all up, right? Because I feel guilty, because I want to, it's not that you actually feel guilty. You just feel like you're righteous. You want to be a virtue signaler, right? And to do that and give up everything that people greater than you worked for so that you could have the life you have is absolutely stupid and abhorrent to like a next level abhorrent. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But anyway, again, that's the kind of thinking that keeps us on the island of fools. There's only what you see and what you are. There's perspective and there's truth, right? And don't conflate the two. Don't take perspective as truth and truth as it's this fluid thing. No, truth is truth. Reality is reality. Your perspective can be something, but it does not make it the truth. It doesn't make it the truth. You can hold your perspective. People can respect it. People can disagree with it. Fine. But it cannot be claimed as the truth. Carry on. Just say yourself. There is nothing to hide but the truth. There's no one else here beside you. Please say yourself, 'cause you don't have a moment to lose. And time will tell if you're meant to survive on your I like that. Only time will tell if you're meant to survive on your own, which actually plays into, being one man, like a one-man island, essentially. we can't survive on our own. We actually need to be part of a greater system. There's no ways where people think that, I'm going to just do this all alone. You never ever do it all alone. All of your opportunities come from somewhere. Somebody has to give you those opportunities. People, I got this through nothing. I had nothing. You achieved all of it through nothing. Nobody opened opportunities for you, right? Nobody opened opportunities for you. I don't know, people tend to like discredit like opportunities that were given. I came from nothing. You never came from nothing. If you came from nothing, you would be nothing. It's like, it's such a dumb statement. It's like the most ridiculous statement that I always hear, specifically in the business world. Like, he came from nothing and he made all of this. He couldn't possibly have made all of this if he came from nothing. He had something in order to do that, right? He had to travel a path that gave him something, gave him knowledge, and put him in connection with people that opened up doors and opportunities for him. So like, and I came from nothing, like nobody. He had no connection to nobody, acquired no knowledge, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Knowledge is something. Knowing people is something. People opening up opportunities for you is something. Just the fact that you have, let's say you have no money, right? That's what they say. Oh no, but you, in order for you to achieve something, you must have had something. Give credit to the people that opened up doors for you. That is something, right? That's more than something, actually. But anyway, carry on. This reaction is getting very long. Anyway. Yeah, the guitar over there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, come on. That's dirty, man. White bird coming. That track was a heater as well, man. Yeah, that track was a heater as well. Sorry, I don't know why it prompted me to go on a rant over there, but it did. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's a first time reaction. That's my reaction, man. If you don't like it, the original link to the track, you can just go and click that and just watch it without me. So yeah, anyway, that was fire, and this series just keeps getting hotter. You guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.